First game is going to be Pokemon Snap. There we go. And your name doesn't really matter too much for the run, so we'll just go with that. Alright, and then timer will start in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off.
Hello there. Yes.
Cool, so Pokemon Snap is an on-rail shooter where you shoot all the Pokemon with your cool laser beam. So I'm actually playing this game on US N64. I'm still kind of on an older route for this run, but it's a much, well, more consistent and safer route for a marathon run. So, what we're doing right now is we are looking up at the sky to avoid looking at literally any Pokemon if possible, because looking at anything Pokemon related on the screen will lag the game to hell. So a lot of the first level, at least, is going to be this wonderful, wonderful sky texture. So how's it going, everyone? And then, basically, it's a lot of audio cues. So we're trying to set up a very specific score at the end of each stage to unlock different sort of items that we can get. The first one we're trying to get is the apple-shaped Pokemon food, so that we can go through the next level way quicker than normal. I'll just get that one in case the second one doesn't spawn, I guess. Which it didn't. So that's going to be a loss of some amount of points, because the other Lapras did not spawn for some reason. And then, right now we're going over a bridge. There's going to be a Doduo that pops out. There we go. Oh god. And the best picture you can get early on in the game is Meowth running across the tracks here. So we'll get that one real quick. And I'm going to actually do this for a little more points. There we go. Try and make up the points I lost earlier. So a lot of this speedrun is manipulation of the screen, manipulation of Pokemon spawn as best as possible, menuing, and trick shots, which is kind of cool. That Meowth might be bad. So hopefully we have enough score to continue. If not, there's backup strats, which we will take into account. But I'm looking for about 18,000 or 17,500 is at least okay.
Wonderful. You were close.
17,500 exactly, okay. So what we need is we need 24,500 for the first power up. 17,500 is like bare minimum. So that's actually probably okay. So I'm gonna get 7,000 from this photo combo right here. I hope that one's okay. Hey, what's up, Chops? What value? You were close. I should have actually burned a picture there to make both my photos on the bottom, but we're probably okay. Yeah, we're fine. So that's at least 7,000, so that's 24... 360, no! Okay,
Welcome back.
Oh no, we got it anyway. Alright, see, it was all a trick.
Yes.
So now that we have the apple, the first thing we need to do is bully the shit out of this Pikachu because it's funny. And then we're going to wait a little bit. There's a Selectabuzz further up on the screen. What I need to do is I need to bully him. Multiple times to allow us to get by him. Oh, that's not gonna work actually. There we go. I'll take a backup one just in case I screwed that up. There we go. And I'll look right here. There's gonna be a 3 Kakuna shot. There we go. And then the next is a Zubat, which will spawn right in between these two doors. Right about there. That might have missed the Zubat. There's a second chance at a Zubat, but it doesn't really matter too much if the red reticle is on the Pokemon. That does mean that it's center frame, but it can still be center frame even without the red reticle. This room lags the game very badly, so I'm trying my best not to look. There is a Magikarp I need to get right here, though, which I think was the best positioning of the Magikarp. And then we'll get another picture of Zubat just in case. So there's actually new strats on this stage to get a double Dugtrio and sometimes a triple Dugtrio. It basically involves getting this Diglett a cycle early. But I don't think they're necessarily as marathon safe, so I'm going to skip it for now. Yeah, there's 63 Pokemon in this game, and we're going to get pictures of about 49, maybe probably less. So again, there's another loading screen around the corner here. I'm going to try to avoid looking at the loading screen as it loads, so it'll load faster. There we go. And then we're going to throw one back and throw two forward to get this guy to move closer. And then throw it back to... uh-oh. Okay, we have a problem. It might be okay. No, we're fine. Okay. I missed throwing the apple and getting the two in the back to connect. So I had to try and recover it there. Don't look at it. It's fine. Exactly. Exactly. So, there we go. That is level 2. That actually went okay. That Electabuzz might be too close to the screen, but we'll just go with it. This one might also be too close. The Haunter's not facing the right direction, but still worth about 3,500 or so. So, another big part of this speedrun is keeping track of math in your head, of where different Pokemon are on the screen, and how... that sucks. So, and how many points you have. Like, I need very specific point totals to unlock the item power-ups for later. So that Electabuzz was too close was the problem. I should have went with the second picture. I should be at like 52, but I'm at 50. I can make that up later, though. It'll just make me lose a little bit of time.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm going to look down here to make the game go a little bit quicker. Throw an apple right there, get both of the Rapidashes. I learned a couple new strats to get some better points, so we might utilize those here. Oh, I don't know if that was good. Let's get a second one just in case. If the first one was fine, then that's going to be worth like 4,000, which is actually quite a lot for Vulpix. Yes, there is a donation link. This is to help raise some money for the team that is going to AGDQ to help pay for hotel and flight fees for the event. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of a setup here. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that didn't work. Because I miss... Okay, well, that's fine. That didn't work. So what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to get a Charmander Shame, which is very slow. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is very bad. The reason being that my apple didn't quite go in the right direction. So there goes like 5 seconds or so, 10 seconds. Whoops. There's a really weird setup on that Magmar. If you get bad Magmar RNG, then it will attack the Charmander instead on accident, which is what happened. Yeah, that Vulpix wasn't good. That is not the right photo. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. This run is not a complete... No. Okay, no. Please. This is definitely not a complete disaster. Oh my lord. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. This is fine.
Wonderful.
This run is not exactly marathon safe, I want to point out, which is probably why we're doing it early in the marathon. Shoutouts to Object. Oh, did that come up on the donation? Interesting. How many points do I have? Shit. Did anybody see how many points I have? This is very important. No. Okay. Well, I was paying attention to the chat with the object because I had a heart attack. Which means we're just gonna do safe strats, I guess. So the safe strat is to get this Bulbasaur to spawn. To get an extra 2,000 points. Since I don't know what point totals I'm at, I'll just go with the safe strat.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh no, I was fine. I didn't need that Bulbasaur. Okay, well, here we are.
Welcome back.
So that'll give me the Pester Ball. So we're gonna go back in River. And since we already got these first two Pokemon, we'll just kind of wait here for a little while. So, being the opening run, running into a lot of tech issues, and then having really bad RNG is an extremely good run of this game. God. I could have tried to get a second photo of the Bulbasaur to get 2 Bulbasaurs, which will give me closer to like 3,800 or so to try and beef my score up. But it's a little bit better to wait and not waste the menuing time. So we're going to get a little bit of a 3-hit combo here. 3-hit combo here. 3-hit combo here. There we go. Slowpoke, please. Slowpoke, you're a jerk. So, we're going to throw the apple over to the sign to get the Slowpoke to fish. And then we're going to get a... There we go. And that kind of timed a little bit poorly due to Slowpoke being a jerk. Because that was late, we also didn't get to hit the Psyduck, which would have gave us a Sparkling Psyduck, so we'll just have to go with the backup plan of that. This whole run so far has been backup planned, so nothing too unusual, I guess. There we go. There we go. So, there are 3 spawn locations here at the end of the level. Every single one of those can either be a Shelter or a Cloister. Oh wow, we got best RNG of first Cloister. They could also just not be Cloister. We need Cloister for the run, otherwise we lose a minute later on. We got 2 Cloisters. Wow, that's really good. So a lot of runs die right there because there just aren't Cloisters, and you have to reset on any percent. Because the alternative is getting a Jinx, which is just an extremely long waste of time. If you get the Shelter when it's on the tail of the Slowpoke, it gives you a lot. Yeah, it's a minute, because you have to wait for an entire end of a level to get a Jinx. It's a long time.
Wonderful. 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 Wonderful.
Alright. All those are wonderful. 96 is good.
Welcome back.
Next stage is unlocked.
Yeah.
Cave is fun.
Yes.
There's some interesting new strats on Cave, which I may attempt to do. Let's see. Because there's a Ditto you can get over here early. But let's do that first. It didn't work anyway. Alright, no big deal. It didn't set up. If you throw an apple there, you'll get that Ditto to spawn. Alright. If you throw a pester ball at that muck, even if it's turned around, you'll get extra points. Hey, what's up, Adam? Good to see you, man. This whole run's been a complete disaster. It's great. Just everything about it. There's also some new strats with this Weeping Bell to get it early. Which is good because this Weeping Bell is a massive troll, but we're just gonna go for the... Hey, perfect. That Weeping Bell's movement is completely random, so it can just stop whenever it feels like it, and if it stops when you throw the apple, and then starts again after you've thrown it, sometimes it'll walk by your movement, so you can't actually get it. It's pretty great. I actually like this one better.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Hey, sweet, we got a lot for the muck because of the strat.
Wonderful.
The Ditto was eating. This is gonna make up a lot of the time that we lost earlier, actually, on points. 117. Okay, so I need 13,000. Well, I need 12,300, so that's 4 photos. Cool. So ideally, you would get to the stage and only need 1 photo. But because my points are not very good, we're gonna need 4. But I know the 4 that I need will give me 15,000, so that's more than enough. This is the best run you've ever seen in this game. This is probably the only run you've ever seen in the game, but I appreciate that. It's, let's not kid ourselves. This is a bit of a dumpster fire. There is this Magikarp, though, which is perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. This run is... Oh, wonderful! You were close! So yeah, we're gonna need to get a picture of this Sandslash, this Graveler, Gyarados, and Dragonite are the 4 that we're gonna have to plan on because of our point total. Ideally, we would have much more points at this point, but we don't. There we go. Alright, so that's about 7,000 right there. Good news is this level has the best music. So, bad news is it's probably the longest individual level. So, right there is our Magikarp friend. We're going to throw a Pester Ball at it to get it to go into this waterfall, which is a Koi turning into a dragon. And that will spawn a Gyarados. And we'll get a picture of it doing that. So now we just got to go down this little ramp slash waterfall area, where normally there's a bunch of Staryus and you can get a Starmie. We're going to skip all that, because we don't need Staryu or Starmie. Also, they're a pain in the ass to get. And we're going to throw Pester Balls into this whirlpool to get Dragonite to spawn. And get a photo on his 3rd Derpy Roar. There we go. Alright, so Squirtle. What you want to do is you want to aim at the Mankey and not at the Squirtle. And then when the aim matches up, hit the Squirtle. Then you want to look over here immediately. Look at that. As soon as that appears, go up in the sky right about here. And mash. And this is called Mankey Skip. If we get it, which we didn't. Mankey Skip is hard. There's a lot of runs that die on Mankey Skip, but that saves about 5 seconds. You hit the Mankey over the wall there, so you don't have to wait to go around the corner. I think even the world record run almost missed that, and he misses it on a lot of his runs, but didn't get it that time. So this is Professor Oak's Murder Shack.
Wait.
He tells us about some Pokemon signs that we want to take pictures of. We already got a picture of one of those, which is this Doug Trio here. There we go. So that should be 15,000. I need 13, which will be more than enough.
Wonderful. 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 Oh, wonderful.
So that should be at 130. Great. And then now we just have to get the rest of the Pokemon signs and then get a picture of a mysterious Pokemon that you've never heard of before. No! I was talking. Never ever open the Pokemon report?
Yes.
Alright, glad we had that talk. Vomit. Alright. So anyway, that went badly. There is a Pokemon sign here that'll appear on the left, and this one's really tough to get because the stupid card dips down at the exact second you would take the photo for it. So if you try to like wait for it and set it up, often the car will move, screwing up the photo.
Oh, wonderful. Wait. Welcome back.
Get Balloon Pikachu. Balloon Pikachu is slow,
Yes.
unfortunately. Alright, so the next one is right here.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
This has been a pretty suboptimal run of this game, not gonna lie.
Welcome back.
Yes.
I usually speed up and look up there for my setup. That was really good, actually. It's really easy to miss that, but I have a fairly good setup for getting that coughing
Yes.
smoke to appear.
Oh, wonderful.
1337. That is pretty good.
Welcome back.
Alright, this is the second longest level for the Pokemon signs. So I'm gonna move to about here, wait, so this Electro goes by, bop the shit out of that nerd, and then run on by, because we're pro bullies. Alright, so this, like I said earlier in the run, this is probably one of the rooms, if not the worst offender of rooms for lagging the game to shit. So we're gonna get that Pikachu set up and then get the hell out of here. By playing the Pokeflute, it causes Pikachu to Thunderbolt, which awakens the Zapdos egg to spawn Zapdos. We only need to do that to turn on the electricity, so we can get the Pokemon sign here at the end of the stage. Which I was worried didn't spawn for some reason, but there we go. Alright, one more sign, and then we're out of the game for the most part.
Oh, wonderful.
Except for the really trolly stage.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Alright, so last stage is beach. This will be a walk on the park. Walk in the park? Walk on the beach. There we go. Sure. And that's a Kingler. Alright, so now that we have all the Pokemon signs, Professor Oak is like, "Oh, you were close! Oh my!
Oh, wonderful.
That's wonderful, but now we need to open up this secret place that leads you to Rainbow Road." And then he shows you over to Rainbow Road, which is where Mew is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a picture of Mew, which will be the end goal of the game, because that spawns the credits. So Mew is very, very trolly. I hate Mew. The hitbox on Mew is really bad. Really, really bad. Because it's a square, but the actual sprite for Mew is a circle. So often you will hit the edge of Mew, and it will just go right through the hitbox, like right there, which is awful, just awful. So I'm gonna try and throw out some, because if I get lucky, I can like get an early hit on Mew, which didn't happen, but that's fine. So once we hit Mew 6 times, the bubble breaks, and then we can get a photo of Mew. No, I hate you. All of my hate. It's seething rage. Alright, so hopefully Mew's on this side. There we go. Actually, I don't know if that counted. Just in case. It did count. Alright. There was a chance it didn't count Mew as being in that photo, so I'm like, well, maybe. Alright, so time's coming up very, very soon. Once the saving thing on the bottom of the screen starts,
See you.
then that's time. Cool. So that's Pokemon Snap. As bad as that went, and it went bad. Very bad, even. I'm curious where that places me. So what was that? It was a 25:33. That would be a 42nd place run, just shy of Author Blue's time, and ahead of 24 people on the leaderboard. Which is really bad. So that's Pokemon Snap. Great. Alright, so we gotta get set up for Crotel.